Happy Monday. It's time for SideKick Power Hour. My name is Nakia. I am one of your hosts. We do this every week, Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. It's SideKick Power Hour, and you may be asking yourself, what is the SideKick Power Hour? And before I can answer that, we have to talk about what is SideKick. And SideKick is SideKick Productions, which was created and founded by my co-host, Joshua R. Pangborn. So let's get him in here right now. There he is. Hi, Josh.
Hi, Nakia. Happy Monday.
Monday. So good to see you. I feel like I've seen a lot of you lately, and my life is a whole lot better for it. And I think the Cruniverse is a whole lot better for it. We're definitely getting a lot done lately.
We are. And I think it's a lot of really exciting things coming out that I really, really can't wait for everyone to see.
That's true. I'm very excited about all of this stuff. I'm really excited about the fact that there is just so much stuff that is happening over at the Patreon. This is arguably the most content that Patreon has got or will be getting. I mean, my goodness, there's basically, 2 exclusive posts happening a week now?
You and I have mapped out the next 4 weeks of material already scheduled. So it's and that's I think 8 new posts minimum plus new episodes of Skeleton Crew. So
that's right.
We've got a lot of stuff coming out.
We got a lot of stuff coming out. This week, we are going to be watching episode 12, season 5 of Skeleton Crew. This is Just Desserts Part 2. For those of you at home who may be new to the Cruniverse, Joshua can't just come up with a single title.
I am very proud of myself, Nakia. I took a very long script and I said, you know what? Let's cut it in half and we'll film both, but in separate episodes.
Hey, listen, I am also proud of you. I remember those first scripts. So good. And it turned out so great. But the beautiful part, again, taking it back to Patreon for a second, because that's where, a lot of the stuff that is going to be posted to Patreon are sometimes literal entire scenes that didn't get into the final product.
We have many scenes that I sacrificed on the cutting room floor over the years. So
we've got a lot to go through, and you're going to be very pleasant. And sometimes scenes like this past Friday, we did a Patreon exclusive this past Friday of something that we could probably show you tonight.
Yeah.
If it was public. But see, it won't go public for another week or 2. Maybe longer. Sometimes stuff won't ever go public. It'll just live at Patreon. So you'll have to check it out. But
really good incentive to go to Patreon.
You can tell our audience at home, even though we're watching episode 12 tonight, what happened over the weekend that's available now for everybody.
Well, this is exciting. I mean, we've been waiting for this for literally years now. I'm not even being facetious. We have finally released to the public part 1 of 4 of the musical episode Dueling Pianos. It is available now, streaming everywhere on YouTube. We just hit 1,000 views literally right before this show started. So a lot of you have already tuned into it. And I'm sure those of you who haven't seen the whole thing yet and really, really want to, you don't have to wait, because the whole episode, the entire full-length movie, hour and 37 minutes of footage is...
And it is a movie.
It's a movie, and it is streaming at patreon.com/SideKick Productions. So...
in case you needed a reminder, or again, if you're just joining us for the first time.
You can call yourself a chubby chaser, even if you're not a twink. You wanna hurt me? Well, I say yay.
Sex is the best sex. That's what they say.
I'll say it once. I'll say it twice. So listen to my advice. Come here, just a little bit closer. I'm a laugh machine, I'll leave you tickled pink. Let's clown around if that's your kink. We can clown around if that's your kink. Yes, you can say that I've got daddy issues.
I love watching that trailer. That's the extra spicy trailer that we released last week, first to Patreon, and then now it's out for everybody to see. For what, as Josh was saying, the whole episode is at Patreon, but you can watch the full episode part 1 of that musical right now at YouTube over at YouTube SideKick. So you can head over there, or you can.
You've got options.
You got options. That's right. Speaking of options, tonight we're also going to do something different. We'll tell you a little bit later in the show. Thank you, Owen. We'll tell you a little bit later in the show about something really fun. We're going to be doing a t-shirt giveaway this week. So,
well, that's exciting.
That is very exciting. That's right. T-shirt. Wait, let's see if I can make it t-shirt giveaway. I tried to make it 3D. So we'll tell you more about that later on the show. But now we have to get our folks in here. You know, every week we're joined by members of the SideKick family, the extended Crewniverse, friends from all over the world in some cases. This week, unfortunately, Ashley Bunny Menard, who is normally here, and Stuart Keachek, neither of them could be here with us this week. Luckily, I was able to get Ashley to do a little something for us from vacation. She said she was going to try to call in and just say hi for just a second. So let's just see. Oh, she just logged in. There she is. Okay, hang on. 1, 2. Ashley, hello. Oh, there she is.
There she is. That beach looks beautiful.
Thank you. Dan and I are having the most amazing time. We've been telling everybody about dueling pianos. It's so much fun.
I bet the people in Costa Rica are really excited to watch dueling pianos.
The people in Costa Rica are so happy.
Well, of course, they live in Costa Rica, and it's a beautiful beach. And they get to see you, so lots of happiness.
Nobody runs their fingers through their hair like I do, though.
That's true, Ashley. Nobody runs fingers through their hair like you do.
Well,
you're an inspiration for all fingers everywhere.
Thank you, Ashley, for joining us. Wow. That was so much fun to have her here. Maybe she'll come back later for the t-shirt giveaway detail.
I hope so. Or she'll come back later for the audience question.
That's right. I would love to tell you all how I deal with stress. Stay tuned.
I look forward to it.
Me too.
But you can also tell us how you deal with stress. What's your favorite way to deal with it by putting it in the comments. And we'll get back to this at the end of the show.
That would be awesome. Thanks, Josh. And thank you to all of our Crewniverse members who've been supporting us. We really appreciate you. We see you commenting and liking stuff and sharing stuff. It means so much to us. Hello, Bloodshot Bear. I saw you on the YouTube premiere of part 1 of Dueling Pianos this weekend. Thanks for tuning in. And now, since we don't have Stuart and them, we would go to our normal special guest. But this week we have an extra special guest. It's Kristin Cantwell.
Hello.
Hey. Oh my gosh, I'm not used to just being 3 of us. Usually Stuart's there sipping his tea and Ashley's being amazing.
I know. We can always, if we absolutely, need them in a pinch, we can always get them.
And that's the tea.
So
they'll capture them forever. So
it's so good. It's so good. It gets me every time.
Kristin,
good news is we have you, and you have more than enough amazingness for everyone. So.
Aw, you guys are sweet.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me.
The last time we saw you on this screen, it was for the virtual red carpet premiere that we hosted for Dueling Pianos a couple of weeks ago, exclusively with our Patreon members and our friends and family. That was so much fun.
It was so much fun. Oh my gosh. If you guys go to Patreon, watch the whole thing. It is so enjoyable. Your songs, you guys did such a great job.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say I am partial to the one that Ashley sings and then you join her because I was on set for that one. And it touches my heart every time I hear it. But the entire thing is just, you guys did such a great job. Seriously. I know how hard it was to bring it together, and it's so amazing. Everyone needs to watch it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You are in that scene with What a Waste. And there's one part of that, when it's happening, I won't say what's happening so you can see it. When it's happening, the amazing Jose Cibaja walks out of the background. He's playing somebody working there at the same spot that you're both located at. And he walks out of that back room and he puts his hands on the wall and just kind of looks at it. And you turn your head like this. It gets me every time. It's just like, one of the things that I love about any of the SideKick shows or creations really is there's always an element of almost borderline ridiculous that's totally acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah.
Oh no, this is totally normal. Everybody does this sort of thing. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite things about what we get to do is the way that Josh directs that and writes it into the script. And then, of course, how actors like you bring it to life on screen. And you do such a great job as Pam. Oh, my gosh.
It's been so much fun just coming in. I was so nervous coming in because you have a delightful fan base that loves everyone, and to come into that world, I was so nervous at first, but gosh, you guys have been so welcoming, and it's just been such a great experience.
We're so glad to have you here as part of the Crooniverse, and so glad to have you here for SideKick Power Hour. And don't forget, folks, we're going to be talking about during the break how you could be the winner of a t-shirt giveaway.
Yay.
All right. Well, it is that time, I believe, to start talking about this week's episode.
I think so.
This is Just Desserts Part 2. Josh, for those folks who weren't here last time, give them a quick update on what they might have missed.
Sure. Well, Just Desserts Part 1 gives us a lot of the backstory about what David has been up to in prison while he's been in prison for the past year. We get to see a little bit of how his machinations have been rolling out, all the manipulation he's been doing, and how he tries to rekindle the cult that he once had flourishing. We also see a little bit more with Anglicus and Drake and how their relationship is progressing as they are now in an open relationship. And those are the big components. We also see a little bit more about what's going on with Reese and where his heart is being torn and taken this year. A lot of emotional moments for Reese this season.
There is a lot of emotional moments. Like we're kind of seeing a lot more of that right now. It's beautiful. I love it. But it also makes me sad sometimes because it's just, like, wow. So, okay. Well, this is the episode. Let me pull it up. Josh, while I'm doing that, if you could let folks know where they can go to make a donation.
Sure. Well, if you are not able to join the Patreon, or you are on the Patreon but want to do a little bit more, you can always support us on Venmo, PayPal, or the Cash App. The information you need to find out how to do that is scrolling across the screen right now. And if you feel like you can do that, fantastic. If you can't, that's okay too. But you can always share what we do. And that's also a huge help and a huge way of supporting us. The more people that know about SideKick Productions and Skeleton Crew and Demon Doctor and The Art of Blowing It and all the things that we make, the more people that watch it, the better, because that means that it gives us incentive to make more content. It gives us incentive to make season 6 of Skeleton Crew or season 3 of Demon Doctor, season 2 of Art of Blowing It, new shows, which we have a lot of ideas for. So you want to see those. So find a way to support us any way you can. I mean, donations, sharing,
sharing is big. Sharing makes a lot of difference. The episode, I'm having a hard time grabbing it. Hang on one second. I've almost got it.
That's no problem.
And just to be clear, Josh, this is 506B, correct?
That's correct.
That's what I thought. I was double checking.
I will say, and I don't think that Kristin even knows, this was the original episode that was really where Pam's big moments were. But Pam's been in a lot of the season so far. I increased Pam's role a great deal after I met Kristin and I worked with her the first time. I just knew that I loved working with her, and I'm talking to the audience, not you, even though you're here in the room, so the virtual room. But I loved working with you so much, Kristin, that I was like, we need to find ways to get you into this season 4 and integrate you further into the show. And so a bunch of the scenes that we've already seen you film from episodes 1 through 11, those were new. Those were all things I added after we worked together that first day in that very hot basement. So,
oh my gosh.
every time I film with Kristin, it's so hot. It's just
terrible.
It really is. We need to figure this out.
Yeah, if you've ever wanted to see Kristin sweat, you're gonna get to in Demon Doctor season 2.
Yeah.
Well, we're all sweating that day. That was.
I was like, oh, let me go to the bathroom and touch up my makeup. And then I was like, there's no point. There's literally no point.
That's because there's no makeup left.
There's none. It's just drenched.
Totally. All right, here we go. Greetings.
Welcome from Egypt.
Waleed. Thanks for being here. Let's get into it.
All right.
So you sure you don't want to come with me to Detective Facetti's for dinner tonight?
Look, I don't have any problem with what he did arresting me. I understand it, but that doesn't mean I'm keen on spending the evening with him. Besides, he is your friend.
He's not my friend.
Well, he's whatever he is to you, but that's to you, not to me. And besides, Thomas is slowly taking over my show, and I need to deal with that. I am not keen on his ideas.
Yeah, well, I'm really keen on how much money he's paying you. Hello, handsome.
You're staring at yourself in the mirror again, aren't you?
Well, why don't you get out here so I can check you out instead? That's what I'm talking about.
So are you going to this rehearsal of theirs tonight?
I don't know if I want to lose the expectation of the final result.
Do we really need a bear wrestling league?
Short answer, yes. Long answer?
Yes!
Yeah, we don't do anything together anymore.
I mean, it's not easy. You've got your things to do, and I've got mine.
Yeah, but I thought once we were remarried and back together, we'd be doing things together like a team.
We're different people than we were the first time we got married. And that's a good thing, but we're still here for each other when we need each other the most.
Like now?
You just want to have sex with me so you can stare at yourself in the mirror while you're flexing.
Yeah, well, I can see what's going on under that towel, too,
I have to remember how I color graded this, because my eyes are super green. A white blue there.
You need to hit your mark, otherwise I'm gonna trip and fall. Dude, ease up. We're just having fun. You don't have to take this so seriously. This is very, very important to me. Wrestling is the only thing in the world that I care about outside of my job. I expect nothing but the same level of dedication, commitment, and professionalism from everyone I work with.
Dude, you seriously need to be around people with a pulse.
I really wish more people would have shown up to auditions.
I'm sure with your leadership, you'll be able to whip them right into shape.
Poor Christian had to bend over backwards so
I gotta
hard.
confess
so many
something to you,
times.
Father. I really don't know what I'm doing.
No, you don't say.
I know. It seems like I got my shit together, but it's true.
Oh, Dennis, it doesn't seem like that at all.
Do not grind your posterior into my groin.
Dude, as if.
Where the hell is Chaz? I need him here to deal with this.
Chaz isn't coming. I thought he told you.
No?
I'm surprised. I thought you knew.
You mean you both knew and didn't say anything?
I Thought he told you everything.
Forget it. Do the rear naked choke.
You know what? I don't want to know.
Oh, thank you so much. I knew you'd be a good resource for information for this kind of thing. My friend, she's just starting to get out of the house more, and I really think she needs to speak with somebody.
My pleasure. Say, Angie, what are you doing tonight for dinner?
Just gonna have a nice, quiet dinner at home, probably. Why?
How'd you like to come over for dinner tonight?
Oh, Pam, I'm flattered, but
My husband is bringing over a friend, and that usually means a really long, tedious night for me playing host while they have a boys' night.
I mean, you don't really know me that well.
I just moved here last year. I don't have a lot of friends.
You know what? Of course, why not? I'd be glad to.
Thanks.
I just
You're
got
welcome.
the boys' night part.
Hey,
Yeah.
you look kind of familiar. Do I know you?
Probably not something you want to ask in present company, Cameron Diaz.
Yes.
Maybe
yes,
he
ma'am.
is. Maybe
We
he
will return to the wrestling.
I don't know where the hell Chaz could be.
More about
He
that.
knows how important this is to us.
Chaz is at a job interview.
He's doing what?
I'm sorry, Mr. Stewart, but Thomas isn't here.
Let's turn my show into something it's not, and then he refuses to even have meetings with me. Well, is it worth it? Is it worth it to just take what you're doing and throw it all away for a little bit of money?
Yes! Particularly because you and Hunter have a growing family, both in numbers and girth. Besides, money should
True.
not be
A lot of people do
spurned for
start moving
something
in with
as
us.
trivial as artistic integrity.
No. I owe it to Glenda to stay true to her vision, and I owe it to myself to stay true to mine. And Tad is not a good representation of me.
Stop your prattle, poppet! We have to discuss next steps about Madame Carmen.
Tony, I didn't expect to see you here. And had I known, I would not have come out of my office.
Yeah, well, we have a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, we do. A lot. But I'm just so very busy, and I really can't talk until you agree to Tad.
Tom Goss, everyone.
I won't have my part be waste washed.
Society might accept the role of a big girl if it's a story of empowerment, but a big guy's not sexy. You know it. I know it. Stop fighting it.
But
I gotta go.
hey,
La 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 la. I can't hear you.
Eventually, I will want some reciprocity in this relationship, you know.
Thomas, open the door.
Oh, Chaz, I'm so excited for you. Your first job interview since graduating. Don't you think the tux is a bit much, though? Okay, yeah, you look really sharp. I can't disagree with that. Oh, look, Anthony's here.
Oh my God,
which
I'm having
means that
PTSD
Carla must be here
From the
also.
scene. It was really
I wish
rough
that I
audio.
had this many people show up for an open mic for me. That must feel so nice.
Holly?
Mhm.
Chaz? What are you two doing here?
Chaz has his first interview since graduating.
But you own a bar.
Yeah, but he's looking to diversify.
With what, a part-time job?
Sure, why not?
You work 60 hours a week.
He's got an extra 10 in the week.
I support you. What are you applying for? I didn't make us rent a tuxedo. Andrew actually owned this, and I said we should make sure that we use
Grave
it.
digger.
Oh my gosh.
Who Sweeper. goes to a job interview in a tuxedo? I think it's hilarious.
Oh.
So. You know, I think you're very qualified for that. I've seen you sweep so much under the rug at the bar. But just one thing. Don't you think the tux, it's a little overdressed, no?
That's what I said. But you know Chaz, he's so hard-headed. And he looks so debonair, just like 007.
Well, he's 00 something, all right.
Aw.
It's okay, Daddy Chaz. Not every job interview goes the way you want it to.
Don't call him that. And he's right. You don't need a job. You own a bar!
I don't think that's helping, Daddy Dennis.
Don't call me that.
Well, maybe I'll stop if you spank me.
I cannot begin to tell you how exciting it is to be out and about again.
Well, I won't pretend to understand what kept you locked up all these months. Mostly because I don't care to waste the
Yolanda,
empathy.
Maggie, and Anthony.
But I am very glad that you're out among the living once more.
Well, more important, to tell you how exciting it is to be out and about again.
Well, I won't pretend to understand what kept you locked up all these months. Mostly because I don't care to waste the empathy. But I am very glad that you're out among the living once more.
Well, more importantly, it gives me the opportunity to meet your charming beau in broad daylight.
Your book, it's amazing. I just can't shut up about it.
You can't?
You can't. Believe me.
Well, tell me, what are your favorite parts? Dennis, bring this man some liquor! I need his throat extra lubricated so all sorts of juicy things can slide right out.
Ew, gross.
Ma'am, it's okay, really. I don't drink anymore.
So he says. I'm still not sure I believe him.
It's true. I haven't drank in 4 years.
So you brought him to a bar?
So, what does Anthony think of your new dude?
I'm saving that introduction for when the time is right.
Oh, mysterious.
Poppet, you need to stop that wretched woman from manipulating my fool of a daughter.
You don't even like her.
Well, that doesn't mean I want her treated in such a manner.
No, but look, I need...
Do what I say when I say it. I will not be ignored.
Carla, I could never ignore you. Just because I don't drop everything every time you say the word pop it.
You will listen to me, Anthony. I will be heard and you will listen, or so help me. I will possess you and never let you go.
You wouldn't dare.
You have no idea how frustrating it is to be at your mercy every time I want to get something done. Knock it off.
Surprisingly, it's harder than you think to fight with yourself.
I'm either
Especially
dreaming
on.
or on really good drugs. Oh God, please say it's really good drugs. Rough day?
Well, your friend Thomas is trying to ruin my show.
Yeah, he's like that.
Seems like your friend is starting to piece back his life together again.
You know, 10 years ago, I would have never spent a day alone here. My apartment would be filled with men, women, genderqueer, furries. I didn't care as long as the party kept going, and they didn't care as long as I kept throwing it. And then one day I looked around and the place was empty.
I'm sorry. That must have been really difficult to live through. And it was probably even harder to have to remember it all again.
That got me thinking. Maybe I don't have to be who I was before. Maybe I can be someone new. And that someone can help you.
He can?
You can.
Oh, I can. And I did. Earlier today, I went to see your friend Thomas, and I persuaded him to see things from a different perspective. He drew up a new contract, and Tad, he's out. And you got what you wanted.
Sebastian, that's... Thank you.
So, sign it.
I will. I just have to read it again.
Really? You don't trust me?
Well, it's not that, it's just...
I get it. I wouldn't trust me either.
No. No, Poppet. You have to... No, Poppet. No. He is that stupid.
He's just big-hearted, trusting. You can be a better person, Sebastian. You've just shown that you can.
Thank you. You have no idea what this means to me or how much it's going to change my life.
Remember, Poppet, you have been warned.
I thought that this was another misdirect.
I'm only going to that well once. No, this engagement is as real as the color in your hair is not.
Oh, don't be so mean, Ronnie.
Only Leonard can call me Ronnie.
I'm special.
So skilled.
You don't work here.
Yeah, well, until those two come back down to earth, it's every man for himself.
Well, then pour me a double. I need something to drown my sorrows in.
Hey, I'm trying to finish my drink.
Well, if you're that dehydrated, I'll draw you a bath when we get back to my place and you can soak it all up.
Veronica, sweetie, I don't see the need for such a rush.
I just heard my brother is here. I can't have him meeting Leonard, not like this.
Like how then?
Be quiet. I'm thinking.
Well, you better think on your feet, because here he comes.
Hey, it's dark in here.
So I guess it's too much to ask to meet your fiance.
There is a time and there is a place, and this is neither. Come with me.
Well, she is acting stranger than usual, and I do know strange.
Yes, we know you're a ghost. Ooh, I'm strange.
Well, you're looking troubled.
That is you. I thought you're you. Of course you're you, and you're here, and oh, I've missed you.
Oh, pish posh! You've had plenty to keep you busy. You haven't given me a second thought.
Oh, that is not true. That is I am in so much need of someone to point me in the right direction.
Really? That is just what I've been doing. It's not my fault you won't listen.
The right direction.
I cannot believe that you signed a contract without reading it.
That's just what I said, but no one cares what I think.
The man needed someone to show a little faith in him.
Please, you go call him on the phone and tell him you need to read that contract. Now you go!
Serves him right for not helping me.
Ugh, and you, Carla. Yes, you. You keep going on and on about how you need help from him. But you can clearly see that he is wrestling with something difficult. But instead of supporting him, you taunt him as usual. Ugh. It really seems that we could use some growth from you, Carla. I mean, really, that would be so nice.
Are you actually talking to me?
Yes, I am. Who else would I be talking to, woman?
Of course! It would be you out of his insane posse of friends with whom I can communicate.
That's right. You've got me. Now, tell me what's bothering you.
Sebastian just told me you signed the contract. He's gonna drop it off tomorrow.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break while we are gone. Don't forget that when we come back, I'm going to be telling you exactly how you could win one of these t-shirts. You could win one of these t-shirts. Also, we want to take a quick second to shout out to all of our Skeleton Crew Season 5 cast members. Yeah.
Woo!
All right. Stay tuned. We'll show you a little something right here.
Sound is speeding. Cameras are rolling. This is day 1, take 1 of.
Why do you have 2 different cameras?
What?
Oh god, this footage is gonna look like shit. I've got a crucial audition, and it is imperative that everything go flawlessly. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
What if we said no?
Are you okay?
We have a fabulous guest for you today.
Yeah, you want to talk about Emmy? She's great.
So glad that Emmy's making a comeback. Although I suppose, did she really go anywhere? She's just been sort of bumbling around, hasn't she?
Do you know who I am?
You are a has-been from the 90s, Emmy Hart.
She is brilliant, strong, and she is so humble.
I'm the glue that holds Emmy together.
So without me, she's just kind of like a fart in the wind.
Felix, you slept with my mom?
No.
Sex in my 60s is the best of my life.
What the are you doing?
You have chlamydia and gonorrhea.
Well, I already know that. What's the good news?
Emmy, you need these eye drops because of your drug problem. Look at how red your eyes are.
Oh my god.
I'm overcome with emotion too!
Wow, that's a nice bra.
I am so proud of you for exploring your sexuality one micro orgasm at a time.
Can you make me feel good? Please, can you just make me feel good? Please.
Oh my god! How?
Come back later, and we'll do the scene again. Out of my way.
Can't wait.
Oh, that was awesome. I love that. And we love all of our Skeleton Crew family, showing them there one more time. And of course, we just want to take a quick second to go back to Ashley in Costa Rica. Ashley, tell us.
You'd agree for sure. Felix and Mitchell forever is what Ashley would say too.
Felix and Mitchell forever. Awesome. Well, if you're just joining us, this is not your host. My name is Nakia. I am your host. This is SideKick Power Hour, and we do this every week. I have the honor of being the co-host of this here show with Joshua R. Pangborn, also known as @SideKick Productions on Instagram, or @SideKick Prod
on Twitter.
On Twitter, that's right. And this week we're joined by the beautiful and delightful Kristin Cantwell.
Hello. Oh, Natalie.
Oh, Natalie.
I just bring all my friends just to tell me I'm gorgeous. That's how I travel.
I mean, that's there's no lies though. So
yeah, show me the lie. Where's the lie? You know. And you know, we didn't talk about it much. You are in the musical episode. Folks, you'll be able to see her soon. You can watch it right now in full over at patreon.com. But what we did not get from you on the soundtrack, which has been out since the beginning of December, was a song. And I asked you the other day if you would be willing to try to do a song, and you were like, I don't know. So I would just like to say, and Josh, you can back me up here, that I think everybody is a singer. It's just a matter of how much you love to do it, or you know, whatever. And if you ever find yourself singing in the shower or in the car or something, I think you can probably be a really good vocal performer.
It gives me so much anxiety, but honestly, I think I would feel comfortable in your hands, and that you wouldn't let me look like a fool.
Josh, can you back me up here?
I think that absolutely is something that would not happen. You would not look like a fool. So I think that you would be very, very well supported by Nakia and the work.
And my hands. I would support you.
Yes.
In the vocal booth, I'd push you in.
Nakia,
no.
You're not allowed out until you hit that note.
Hit the note. Yeah. Or I will hit. No, he would.
Oh.
Now that would be the opposite. Pam would get involved.
That's true. Yeah.
So
Nakia, I think that's very interesting though. I see because we have so many performers who are very just like they'll do anything on camera, but when it comes to singing, everyone these people who are natural performers get such anxiety. Why do you think that is? As somebody who actually is a singer first and foremost.
I mean, for me, I would say that it's based in something that you experienced in your past where you did try to sing and somebody probably made you feel like you didn't like it, or you heard yourself sing on tape or something and you had a weird reaction to it. Almost immediately, everybody that I talk to, like the more I dig, that's usually what happens, or that's usually the case, but it could be anything. The real thing to remember is, like I said before, is that if you can really show your own personality. And honestly, what Betty Buckley taught me in her acting classes is really figuring out a way to use that anxiety, which really is fear, use that fear as the fuel for your performance, you know? And that's what, anytime I've ever, and I never really knew I was doing this as a kid, but if I started to get anxious or get butterflies, I actually was using it that way. I just didn't know that's what I was doing until Betty kind of put a finger on it for me. So I'm very, very open to anybody singing, you know, and you know, there's plenty of places for, and especially in the stuff that we do at SideKick, I think that if people want to sing, we should find ways for them to sing.
And I think musical theater is not a genre that needs you to be technically perfect all the time. It's more about the performance than it is about the notes.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. I mean, part of the reason that I really love for you to sing more too is because at some point we're probably going to try to put some of this stuff on stage.
Oh, awesome.
And you are such a great character, and Pam's such a great character. It'd be great to have that, even if it's just a little like you know, a little quick moment. It could be something really fun, you know. So
exciting.
That was me, I guess, publicly harassing you into singing.
He's like,
I'm sorry.
It's live now. It's here. It's recorded. I can pull it out. I could be like, remember you said that you would do it?
That's funny. Well, looking back at this episode so far, obviously we see Pam at the wrestling practice. She's bringing some things that Father Anglicus felt like Pam would probably have access to. We'll see more of that later in the season, actually. But totally. You know, that moment between you and Anglicus where he kind of takes it like you're hitting on him. Like I said, I didn't actually. I watched this episode probably 50 times because I have to edit the audio part, and I don't think that it ever clicked to me. And we'll see later in the episode what the Boys Night thing references, but it didn't really click to me until then, until tonight when you were here with us. So yeah, it's just little things like that sometimes in the editing process that I miss that I catch here on the recaps that we do. And don't forget, folks, you could just be recapping this with us without having to pay attention to the plot. It's your decision, but you can do that. You can watch these episodes over at patreon.com/sidekick productions. They come out a whole week in advance, usually, sometimes earlier. The full episode of the musical episode, which is 4 episodes long, basically, is already available to our Patreon viewers. We don't have to wait. So we got it all out for you. So you can head over there. We're going to head back into this episode. But before we do, I did want to take a moment to tell folks how they can get this t-shirt giveaway. So what we're going to do is I am going to ask you, the fans, sometime this week, multiple times if you like. It's up to you. There's no limit to how many times you can do this. Tweet or Instagram. So Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. If you share something that we've shared, if you reshare one of our reels or one of our TikToks, if you do a duet with us on one, or if you do a lip sync to one, you know, we've seen some of you folks out there do lip syncs to this stuff.
Meditation, yoga, homeopathy. Reiki, just it's correct to be. Sick and tired, but salty.
So if you want to do that, the sing-along soundtrack is available for you to do that, which is exactly what you just saw Owen doing right there. It doesn't matter how you share it or what you share, but you have to use these 3 hashtags: Crooniverse, SideKick Power Hour, Dueling Pianos Music. Josh and I will go through them between now and next Monday's show, when we'll announce who the winner is next Monday night. And we'll give you the choice of a Skeleton Crew or Money Shots shirt Josh, I'm super excited about this. This is our first real giveaway.
I know. I can't wait. I'm really, really, really interested to see what we get, what gets shared, and what people are able to come up with. I mean, I especially love to see some lip syncs or karaoke
Me too.
sing-alongs.
Me
That's
too.
what I would really like to see.
I'm just gonna put it out there that when we created this musical, the idea that we had was we would make one version of this so you guys could sing along to it whenever, and that you could share that stuff with your friends and with us, because I love it. For me as a songwriter, it is incredible to get to see somebody and hear someone sing a song that I wrote.
And CJ has a suggestion.
Oh yeah? I think it's a great idea. Totally. And in all honesty, had we not been in the situation that we were in with COVID and all of those types of things, we most certainly would have tried to get Pam into ABCs of Kink. But we were doing things in a manner that just did not allow us to have a whole bunch of people and still be socially distant and all that. But in the future, and just know that doing Piano's musical doesn't just live right here in this universe. Like I said, sometimes we may stage it. We may do a thing where we watch it live, but we also have performances of the songs live in person.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments what you want to do, but also post, share, tweet, and if you're smart, you'll also tag me or Kristin. Or Josh. Okay, we got to get back into this episode. So here we go. Let's get back into it. Not that way. Let's do it this way.
Tad's thrilled, by the way.
What are you talking about?
Sebastian told me to convince you to sign. Man, that man is an iced Eskimo. He's gonna make a great addition to the cast, too.
But
gotta go, babe. Talk soon. Bye.
What are you doing here? I got sucked into dinner.
Me too.
I'm so excited to meet one of the detective's friends who isn't a cop. It's so refreshing, you know? I've gotta check on dinner.
This isn't what I had in mind when you said you needed my help with something.
Please, I just want to tell my wife the truth, and I thought it would be easier with you here.
Can I have a chip?
Such a fun day.
I don't know how I'm supposed to feel.
You and Gabe are such a great couple.
Sure, my penis doesn't kill anyone. Great.
Trailer.
But then all these people pretended to die just so they didn't have to be with me? That sucks.
I mean, life sucks all around, right? I mean, Hunter is out and he's helping people. He says he's gonna help me. He's gonna help me. I'm gonna help you, Anthony. But he doesn't. And I mean, what am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to ask him?
I mean, at least your mother didn't try to kill your sister because of you. I win. We need to drink more. We'll just yeah.
I guess you can only stay ecstatic for so long before reality sets in.
Yeah, but I got some idea how to make things better for him.
It's cool. It's only 2:00 in the afternoon, and they're wasted on E.
That's the best time to do E.
For Sunny!
It's been a really hard couple years.
No judgment.
For Saturday.
Do you think Polly misses us?
Alright guys, who's ready for
He
another
got so
shot?
angry at us for yelling outside.
Where'd everybody go? It's okay, because you left me a shot. Oh! Okay, hide and seek. Ready or not, here I come.
Can I help you?
You're the reason all the men I've ever topped have faked their deaths. It all started with you. All you had to do was tell me you didn't want to see me anymore. No. Instead, you make me think my penis killed you after popping out of your butt.
Honey?
Surprise! I'm gay.
And you're sleeping with my husband. I know he's in there helping you with your problems instead of helping me. But that's just like him. So generous to a fault.
Yeah?
Hunter! I told you he's in there.
Oh,
that was such a fun scene.
Hey.
What's up?
I'm just going back to Jazz. You look so bummed, you know?
So, Chaz tells me you don't like sex.
He did? I think it's a little more complicated than that. I'm not really sure myself.
Oh, do you like dick? Or vagina? Or maybe both?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I like any of it. I'm pretty sure I'm an ace.
You know, I don't believe that. I think people who say that, they just haven't had the right dick yet.
Well, Dennis, that's so silly. I've had dick before. I just didn't really enjoy it. And if I never had another again, I would be perfectly fine with that.
I love Nick's beard.
Chaz gives great head. Oh,
so jealous.
If he ever decides to bottom for you, well, let me just say that I have ever experienced more pleasure.
That is great. I'm glad for you.
So, you know, he could do that for you too.
Oh, no thanks. I'm fine.
I've been watching you two. You guys hang out a lot. And I was thinking that you guys should date. For a bit anyway. As long as he's happy. I just want to make him happy. You look so unhappy.
He is a wonderful friend.
So why don't you be a wonderful friend and make him happy?
Sorry. I thought I was clear about that. I'm not really interested in...
Well, why don't you give it a try? And I can help you. I can make you like it. Then you can do it with Chaz. And then he can finally be happy once and for all.
Something's not so sound in that logic.
Hey, Dennis, do you have any more of that Molly? Because my friends just left. They just abandoned me. And I feel like we could clown around.
He's a clown, that's funny. This isn't mine.
Oh, this is mine. I love this scarf. Where'd you find it?
Well, if you will excuse me.
I love him. He's
awesome.
great.
Thank you for inviting us to eat with you, Pam.
Oh, don't worry. I made so much and Detective hates leftovers.
Dinner was absolutely delicious. Thank you, Pam.
I can't believe you make your wife call you detective.
That's my name.
Your first name is Detective.
So you're Detective Rossetti?
Well, that's right. All the children in Detective's family were named for the professions his parents wanted them to pursue.
It worked out pretty good for my sister, Doctor. But my brother, lawyer, is dumb as a post. Barely made it through high school, so...
That's rough.
Well, listen, Pam, I want to apologize for Anthony and Gerard. We didn't mean for you to find out about Detective this way, and we're sorry.
Don't worry, Hunter. If anything, it's a relief. I've been looking for a way to tell you my secret, and now you've gone and made it so much easier.
Your secret?
Maybe we should get going.
No, don't worry.
In real life, Stuart would be like...
Detective, I have been working as a dominatrix for the past 5 years.
But I thought you were a counselor.
I am. You can't expect us to be able to afford a house in New York City on our salaries, so I had to supplement our income.
That's what I'm talking about, Hunter. See, she doesn't wait for her husband to ask her for help. She doesn't offer her help and then wait for him to turn her down. She just does it. That's what I need you to do.
Now wait a minute.
You two are turning this into another Hunter and Anthony episode, and this is supposed to be about me.
Everyone, let's just calm down.
Let's chat before we invite these lot over again, okay?
What? You're not gonna leave me?
Because you're gay? Please. If you think I married you because of your sexual prowess with women, you are grossly mistaken. No, in fact, I think that this new bit of information is just gonna make our lives a whole lot more fun. For instance. All right, you lot, quiet down. Now you, Hunter, take my husband upstairs. And Detective, calm him down with whatever hole our guest prefers.
Excuse me?
You three, stay put while I go get dessert. I didn't spend all day working on this to watch you get cold while you argue.
Jeez, where did you say you worked?
The dungeon on 34th and 5th.
Oh, I know that place. Really nice. They only take the very best. Clearly.
So that's how you know Cameron Diaz.
Very frequent client. Now move it!
You're sitting in the dark.
So good.
I'm the one sitting here. I'm well aware that I'm in the dark.
I just mean, why?
Someone has asked for my help, and my help usually means that somebody gets hurt.
Does this person deserve to be hurt?
Well, I'm not completely sure, but from the looks of it, yes.
Then it sounds like you have your answer.
I just thought that I buried this part of myself.
Let's do this together.
What?
You heard me. You've helped me so much. Let me help you.
Okay,
You don't
Hammy.
need to bear this burden all by yourself.
Oh, Hammy!
Now who wants some ice cream?
So romantic.
This is not at all what I was expecting when I said you should come back to my place.
Then why don't you come join us?
Okay, that's okay.
But face that way, I'm lactose intolerant.
So you want me to do this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is nice. I love you guys so much.
Want to lose weight and keep eating?
Filmed in the pandemic. You're not gonna feed that to me?
Nope.
You're being ridiculous right now.
Me. You're the one that crashed a dinner party that you weren't invited to, and then yelled at me for not helping you, even though I had offered to help.
Well, you do not understand how difficult it is to ask for help, especially for someone like me.
Well, sometimes you have to do hard things, Anthony. Communication is key. I can't read your mind.
Aging Madame Ruby. What is wrong with us right now? We've been walking on eggshells around each other ever since we got remarried.
I don't know. I mean, it feels like we lost something. And I don't know if we're ever going to get it back.
I don't believe that.
Yeah. I don't believe it either, but if it's true, it's true.
I signed that contract. I didn't mean to. Sebastian told me that he got Thomas to change his mind, only he didn't get Thomas to change his mind, but he did get Thomas to give him a part in my show, and I don't know what to do anymore, and you were right, and you're just right all along. I should never have helped Sebastian, and
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go spend the night at the other apartment. Edward's already there. I want to see how Reese is doing.
But you're already dressed for bed.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
All I needed to wake up. I've been keeping you from your public. Well, I'll get out of the way.
That's the login. There it is. Season 5, episode 12, Justice Earth Part 2. Electric Boogaloo. We had the joy of watching this episode with Kristin Cantwell, who plays Pam on Skeleton Crew, as you can see clearly in these credits. It is such an interesting ending, and it was not the way it originally ended, if I remember correctly.
No, this was the way it originally ended. It just got tweaked a lot in terms of the final appearance.
It sure did. Don't forget, folks, that if you would like to win a Skeleton Crew t-shirt, a Skeleton Crew or Money Shot t-shirt, we're going to be doing a giveaway. In order to win, you will need to tweet or TikTok, however they call it, or post on Instagram using all three of these hashtags: Crooniverse, Sidekick Power Hour, and Dueling Pianos Musical. We will be picking someone and announcing that winner next week, right here on Sidekick Power Hour. Let's go back one more time to Ashley.
She looks so tan and relaxed.
I know, totally.
Very calm.
Very calm. It is heartbreaking. Oh, no spoilers. You'll just have to keep watching to find out. There's a few more episodes left. You can do this. Oh, darn it. You're supposed to be here early.
But Blatchu Bear's right. You can rewatch this later.
That's right. At any point, it's always available online for you. So definitely make sure that you do that. We really hope you will. Kristin, seeing that episode back now in full and getting to watch your reactions to it was so great. You know, it's definitely one of my favorite scenes of this season. It's just the way it flows backward and forward, and the kind of way you pull Gabe aside, and it's just really, really funny. So bravo. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. That was so much fun that day filming. And then Josh, when you guys rolled up outside that door knocking, and you were like, wait, I have to be drunk? I have to pretend like I'm drunk? I think I remember me to like coach you on how to do that, right?
Yeah, pretty much, because I've never been drunk before. So
yeah.
Well, you did a fine job of acting drunk. Next week we'll be watching episode 513, which is the last episode before we begin the musical.
No, it's the first episode of the
musical.
musical.
I'm sorry. Well, next week we're watching 513.
Next week is our Valentine's Day special, Nakia.
Oh, right. We haven't said anything about that yet. We haven't told you, y'all. You'll see it all this week, though. We're going to be promoting it all this week. That we are going to be doing a very special Valentine's Day episode next week, because our Sidekick Power Hour does fall on Valentine's Day.
Wow.
So we can't wait. It's a surprise. In fact, we'll probably post it to Patreon at least a few hours earlier in the day, so folks there can see it. But it's I think you're going to be very, very happy.
I think so.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. What else do we have to cover before we go, Josh?
We just have to check in how Kristin deals with stress.
That's right.
Crying.
Right. I'm here for
a lot of crying. Blanket burrito, and dancing it out.
Those are all great ways to deal with stress, I think.
All great ways. RuPaul is always talking about how important it is to let yourself cry when your body says cry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so important.
Sometimes you just got to get it out. It just it frees it.
David plays mandolin scales mindlessly to distress.
Well, I mean, but are you amplified when you're doing that, David? I mean, if it's not that loud unless you're just rocking out on a little pig amp or something.
Well, David is a rocker, so.
Oh, I know.
And then Owen, music and body movement. And you know a little bit about that.
Because everybody, if you follow me on Instagram, which I don't know why it doesn't have my name up there. Oh, it's because we have the question out. if you follow me on Instagram, well, you still can't see it there, at Nakia, I've been posting some videos of me, you know, almost naked, working out, enjoying myself, and feeling myself, you know, because that's what it takes for me to get through. Sometimes it's just to do it, and sharing it with y'all is it makes it so much more fun because I get feedback and people encourage me, and it's nice, and I love it. I love sharing that part of myself. It's nice to let people in on that kind of change. I think too, it's very interesting for me. But Kristin, make sure to you have a Instagram as well.
Yes, I've got another thing that I'm headed to.
Okay, great.
So thank you
so much for being
having
here tonight,
me.
Kristin.
Yeah,
It was been a joy.
So much fun. Go to Patreon. Watch the musical episode.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, and we'll see you the next time that we have you on Power Hour.
Can't
Bye
wait.
for now, Kristin.
Bye.
Man, I love her so much. She's just so much fun.
Delight.
And she's so great on the show. I can't wait for y'all to see her in the rest of the season. Well, we're so glad you're here, Fried Cub. Thank you
What
for
were you cooking?
Yeah, tell us what you were cooking. We'd love to know. Josh, any other stuff we have to take care of before the end of the? Thank you, Jason. We never found out what Ashley. What's a way that you deal with stress? I like to. I'm doing the wrong.
That was a different voice than what you were doing earlier.
I've lost it. I can't. I don't know. I've lost it. I'm sorry.
That's all right. She just
the connection.
up.
Okay. What was this?
It was static. You know.
Oh.
That's what static is.
All right. Well, Josh,
a Chinese Caribbean dish Fried Cup is making.
Ooh, yummy. Thanks for bringing it over.
Well, I hope
I'm
you
excited
enjoyed it.
for next week's Halloween episode. And Matt,
It's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day.
I mean, Valentine's Day is
Not Halloween yet.
so excited for Valentine's Day. Ooh. No, that sounds really good. I'm also super hungry. And Josh and I will be working more this week. Oh,
I wish that were true.
This
But
is
I
a
love
true statement. He is a natural born singer. He is. But one of the things you'll get to see in 2 weeks on YouTube will be episode 514, which or 513, which you are going to get to hear Joshua sing it. So
that's true.
Or you can head over to Patreon, where our Patreon members support us, and you can see all of it right now. You don't got to wait. Don't forget. That's how it works. And don't forget, if you're interested in winning a t-shirt, make sure that you use all 3 hashtags in a post on TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter this week. We will pick somebody and be announcing them next week right here. So, Josh, with that, I'm going to call it an evening.
Have a great night, everyone. Happy Monday.
All things from the SideKick Productions universe. And I thought I was going to forget all my lines. Because it's a body positive show.
I read for the role of Hunter, and
and that's the tea.